So today we will demonstrate use of Botox in case of spasmodic dysphonia. First we'll understand how to reconstitute the Botox. The Botox botulinum toxin that we are using is a 50 unit vial and we will see how to reconstitute. To reconstitute we will take the 1.3 ml of normal saline in a 2 ml syringe. We will put in this Botox vial and then we will see further how it is diluted. So this is how the vial of Botox is. It's a lyophilized powder that is being used, and when we turn this and try to look for anything, we'll just find some little bit of powder. There is hardly any, there is no liquid seen, just little bit of powder is seen. Now we have taken 1.3 ml of normal saline in a routine syringe and we will be injecting or diluting this Botox with 1.3 ml of normal saline. It's a vacuum vial, so the saline goes inside by itself, and after it has gone inside we will just move the vial so that the Botox gets diluted well, gets dissolved well in this solution. So now in this vial we have 1 ml or 1.3 ml of normal saline mixed with Botox. So approximately 1 ml, approximately we have 1 ml which has 50 units. And now we will be taking this in this insulin syringe, which has a capacity of 1 ml divided into 40 slots. We have taken Botox reconstituted in insulin syringe. We will be giving 3 units on each side. So this is what we have taken in insulin syringe. However, insulin syringe, the needle is very small and cannot be injected inside the vocal cord. So we will be shifting this into a tuberculin syringe on which we can connect 26.5 gauge long needle or a 24 or 22 gauge needle, and we will inject into the vocal cords. One ENT surgeon is doing the fiber optic laryngoscopy and we are seeing the vocal cord movements, and I will be injecting the Botox which is already reconstituted.
मला बोलताना घशाला त्रास होतोय. मी बोटेक्सचं इंजेक्शन 2 महिन्यापूर्वी घेतलं होतं. आता हे दुसरं इंजेक्शन आहे.
आधी इंजेक्शन घेतल्यानंतर बरं वाटलं होतं का?
हो.
एकदा you can see abnormal adductor contractions present on the vocal cords. This is the level of cricoid cartilage, thyroid notch and hyoid bone. Generally we go in the cricothyroid membrane which is just above the cricoid cartilage. So before giving injection, we will give local anesthesia with 2% lignocaine so that patient does not have pain while giving the Botox injection. So now I am palpating the cricoid cartilage. This is the cricoid cartilage. Just above the cricoid cartilage will be the cricothyroid membrane. First we go in the midline. एक छोटा सुई टोचणार है in the cricothyroid membrane, and as we go inside I will be directing my needle in upwards and lateral direction to go on the right vocal cord. Once I go inside, can you show me the vocal cords? Yeah. We can see the movement of the vocal cord. This confirms that we are in the thyroidnoid muscle, and in this muscle we will inject around 3 to 4 units of Botox and gently we withdraw it. So after giving Botox injection, we take care that we tell the patient or we counsel the patient that there is a chance of breathy voice for 1 or 2 days. Also, a patient should not take liquids because there is some chance of aspiration. They should take more semi-solid fluids, and the exact effect of Botox will start after 3 days, and maybe up to 7 days will take for the real effect of Botox to come.